Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Today, we'll continue the next class, which is sociology subject, and the topic is family and marriage. So first, we'll talk about the introduction. So as we all know, there are family is a primary group. So the primary group is one of the social group or social institution, and it is also the basic unit of society. And here the family fulfills the basic unit of society. So to fulfill the basic of unit of society, family plays an important role in the society. And next is the definition. According to John William, family is the basic unit in society, traditionally consisting of two parents rearing their children. So, as we all know, family is the basic unit of society, and it is traditionally which consists of two parents. Two parents, mainly the mother and the father, and rearing their children along with the children. So at least here the two generations are included, which is formed by blood relation. So this is the definition of family according to John William. Next is the characteristic of family. The first one is mating relationship. Mating relationship, a family comes into exist when a man and the woman establish the mating relation between them. So both the man and woman, so the family will come into exist only when the man and the woman establish the mating relationship. So the first one is a mating relationship. Next is the form of marriage. A form of marriage. A form of marriage, mating relationship is established through the institution of marriage. Here, in through mating relationship, the is this the form of marriage will be established. And the third one is a system of nomenclature. System of nomenclature, mainly every family is known by a name, and it has their own system of known by their name. Maybe it is also considered through the male and the female. So the system of nomenclature mainly known by their own name, class, caste, etc. And next is an economic provision. Economic provision, mainly here, the head of the family. Mainly, the head of the family is the breadwinner of the family. So he handles uh, all the family economically and financially, and he earn money to maintain the family. So mainly here the head of the family play an important role in maintaining the family. uh, he support the family financially and economically. And next is a common habitation. A common habitation, mainly a family requires a home or household. So for their living, without a home, child and even the child rearing without having a proper home for shelter, it is not possible to uh, make the family planning as well. So common habitation, it is also one of the characteristic. So mainly the family requires a home or house for their living and also for making a family in the future. So these are the characteristics: a mating relationship, a form of marriage, a system of nomenclature, an economic provision, a common habitation. Next is the nature of family. Nature of family, the first one is universality. So family is universal. And next is emotional basis. It is emotional basis in times of sadness, happiness. It is one of the emotional basis is one of the nature of family. Limited size. The size is limited. It's not fixed and it is less in number. And the next is responsibilities of the members. Here, everyone is responsible in the family. Mainly, the mother, parents is also responsible for the family, and the children are also responsible for the family. Next is the permanent and temporary. So, family is permanent and also temporary. It is both permanent and temporary. So these are the nature of family. So in family, family is a primary group, social institution, and it is one of the basic unit of society. It fulfills the basic unit of society. And according to John William, family is defined as the basic unit in society, traditionally consisting of two parents rearing their children. And the characteristics are mating relationship, a form of marriage, system of nomenclature, economic provision, common habitation. These are the characteristics. And nature of family is universality, emotional basis, limited size, responsibilities of the members, and permanent and temporary. So next, we will discuss about the function of family. The functions of families. So there are two types of function. The first one is essential and the second one is non-essential. In essential, the first one is satisfaction of sex needs. The second one is production rearing of children. Next is provision of home. So the essential function, is the function of family. The first one is essential, and the second one is non-essential. In essential, the first one is satisfaction of sex needs. Sex needs should be satisfied, and production and rearing of children, mainly bearing the ability to produce and bear the children. And next is the provision of home. Home provision, home should be provided. And the second one is non-essential. In this, economic, religious, educational, health, and recreation. These are the non-essential function of family. So in non-essential, economic, religious, and also educational. Education is one of the non-essential function of family. Health, health, and the last one is recreation. Recreation includes hobbies, spending leisure time with family. All these things will come under recreation. Next is the types of family. The types of families, mainly there are 5 types of, the family is classified into 5 types. The first one is on the basis of authority. The second one is on the basis of structure. The third one is on the basis of residence. The fourth one is on the basis of marriage. On the basis of marriage, and the fifth one is on the basis of ancestry. On the basis of ancestry. So the first one is on the basis of authority. The family is again divided into patriarchal and matriarchal. So what is patriarchal? Patriarchal means male dominant and female subordinate. Here the male is the dominant and the female is the subordinate. And matriarchal is here the female is the dominant of the family and the male is the subordinate. That means the female control over the family and the male is the subordinate. Next is on the basis of structure. On the basis of structure, the family is again divided into two types. The first one is nuclear and the second one is joint. Nuclear family and joint family. Nuclear family, husband, wife, with or without children. And in the joint family, mainly it is two nuclear family. Joint family is also known as extended family. Here in nuclear family, only the wife, husband, maybe with or without. It can be with children or it can be without children, and nobody else live in the nuclear family. Only the husband, wife, and with or without the children. In the joint family mainly here more than two nuclear family means it's from maybe from generation to generation. Maybe the uh, husband, wife, the in-laws, and also other generation. Maybe the grandfather, grandmother, they also live in the joint family. Next is on the basis of residence. On the basis of residence, it is again divided into two types, patrilocal and matrilocal. So patrilocal and matrilocal. What is patrilocal? Patrilocal is the wife goes to the husband family and live with the husband. And matrilocal, here the husband goes to the wife house for living. That means the husband goes to the housewife and live with the wife family members and the wife house. That is the difference between patrilocal and matrilocal. And next is on the basis of marriage. So on the basis of marriage, the family is again divided into three types. The first one is monogamous. Monogamous, basis of marriage, monogamous. Polygamous, the second one is polygamous. And the third one is polyandrous. So this is the on the basis of marriage, the family divided into three types. The first one is monogamous. Monogamous is one man marry one woman. Here, one man marry one woman. And polygamous. Polygamous is one man marry more than two women. So here the man marries more than two women. That is polygamous. And the third one is polyandrous. What is polyandrous? Poly means many. So here the one woman will marry more than two men. The woman marries more than two men. That is polyandrous. So next, on the basis of ancestry. On the basis of ancestry, the family is again divided into two types, patrilineal and matrilineal. On the basis of ancestry, the family is divided into two types, patrilineal. What is patrilineal? Patrilineal means ancestry continues through the father. Here, the ancestry will continue through the father. And matrilineal. Matrilineal means here the ancestry continues through the mother. Through the mother's side, the ancestry will be continued. That is matrilineal. And patrilineal means the ancestry will continue through the father's side. And next, the is the fifth, sixth. On the basis of in-group and out-group. The family is also again divided on the basis of in and out group. On the basis of in and out group, the family is divided into two types. First one is endogamous and the second one is exogamous. So what is endogamous? Endogamous is here the marriage is allowed only within the in groups. And exogamous, here marriage of members in group with members of out group. Here endogamous is mainly in group. Here the marriage is allowed only within the groups, only within the in group. And in the exogamous, here the marriage is allowed in the both in and out group. That means they are allowed to marry with other outside group. Next is on the basis of blood relation. On the basis of blood relation. On the basis of blood relation, the family is again divided into two types, conjugal and consanguineous. The first one is conjugal and the second one is consanguineous. Consanguineous and conjugal. What is conjugal family? It consists of the spouses, their offspring and relatives through marriage. Spouses, offspring and relative. Relative. So these are included in conjugal through the marriage. Here, the marriage happens between the offspring and relative or spouses. Next is consanguineous. Consanguineous family, it consists of blood relative together with their mates and children. Blood relative together with their mates and children. Mainly the blood relative with their mates and children. So this is so these are the types of the family. Uh, types of family. So there are 7 types of family based on their. The first one is based on authority, and the second one is basis of structure, and third one is on the basis of residence. The fourth one is on the basis of marriage, and the fifth one is on the basis of ancestry, and the sixth one is on the basis of in and out group. Seventh one is on the basis of blood relation. So on the basis of authority, patriarchal and matriarchal. Patriarchal means male dominant and female subordinate, and matriarchal is family female dominant and male is the subordinate. And on the basis of structure, nuclear and joint family. Nuclear family, here the husband, wife with or without the children, and joint family or extended means only more than two nuclear family are present. And on the basis of residence, patriarchal, the wife goes to husband for leave, and matriarchal, husband goes to wife house for living. And on the basis of marriage, monogamous and polygamous and polyandrous. Monogamous means one man marry one woman, and polygamous one man marry two or more women, and polyandrous one man marry two or more men. On the basis of ancestry, patrilineal and ancestry continues through the father, matrilineal ancestry continues through the mother. On the basis of in-group and out-group, endogamous and exogamous. Endogamous, the sanctions marry only members of the in-group. Here, exogamous sanctions marriage of members on in-group with other members of the out-group. On the basis of blood relation, conjugal and consanguineous. Conjugal mainly consists of the spouses, offsprings, and relative through marriage. And consanguineous family consists of blood relative together with their mates and children. So this is about the family. Next, we will talk about the marriage. The marriage serve important social function and social norms after determine the role its spouses takes in a marriage, and marriage is a solid construct, cultural norms and expectation. The definition of marriage. According to Radcliffe Brown, marriage is a social arrangement by which A child is given a legitimate position in the society. Determined by parenthood in the determined by parenthood in the social science. So, according to Radcliffe Brown, marriage is a social arrangement by which a child is given a legitimate position in the society, determined by parenthood in the social science. It is mainly the marriage is the arrangement, social arrangement in which the child is given the legitimate position in the society, which is also determined by the parenthood in the social science. According to Horton and Hunt, the next definition of marriage is according to Horton and Hunt. Marriage is the approved social pattern. Is the social approved pattern whereby two or more persons establish a family. So according to Horton and Hunt, marriage is the social approved. It is the approved pattern approved by the social. Here the two or more person establish a family. That means the male and female and will establish a family with along with the children. So definition of Horton and Hunt, marriage is the social approved pattern whereby two or more persons establish a family. And according to Radcliffe Brown, marriage is the social arrangement by which a child is given a legitimate position in the society determined by parenthood in the social science. Next is the types of marriage. There are three types of marriage. The first one is monogamy, polygamy, and polyandry. Polygamy, polygyny, and polyandry. Sorry, it's monogamy. Monogamy. The first one is monogamy. Monogamy is, so mono is single, one. Uh, Here, this is the most common type of marriage. Here, the marriage happens the husband marries only one wife, and the wife also marries only one husband. Polygyny here. Polygyny means the one man marry more than two women. That is polygyny. And polyandry, that is here the woman marries more than one man. Woman marries more than one man. That is polyandry. Monogamy is the man marries only one woman. Polygyny means man marries more than two women. And polyandry is the woman marries more than one man.